This is Dr. Ananda Joshi. Dear friends, watch full video and don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video. Thank you.
2.5 Father returning home. Icebreakers. Discuss with your partner the difficulties that you face while commuting to and from the college by public transport. See, A. While commuting to and from the college by public transport, there are various difficulties, especially when you traveling. You come to know that there are no seats, the bus is fully crowded. You have to do your journey by standing. Sometimes you get seats, sometimes you would not get seats, like that. Sometimes bus departed early. Many problems are there. So due to crowd, you have to drop that bus, you have to leave that bus and you have to wait for another bus. Okay, so many problems are there. Next, the similar problems are faced by the other commuters on the way to their workplace. Imagine their plight and suggest three solutions. Number 1, giving them your place to sit, or carpooling is another option. Then sharing auto or and cabs, or increasing frequency of transport. Okay, there could be more solutions as well. Complete the following table. Table A, the way our elders take care of us. Let's complete A. Number 1, love and protect us. Number 2, provide us all necessary things. Number 3, emotional and physical support. Now see column B, the way you can take care of elders in your family. Number 1, help them in daily chores. Number 2, you should work for them. Number 3, taking care of their health. Now next question, write your duties towards the following. First of all, family, and next one is school or college. First of all, let's complete family. See, family in which parents respectful, obedient, helpful. Remember, you have to write your duties, what you are going to do for them. So parents are respectful, you should be obedient and helpful to them. Your duty towards siblings means brother or sister. You should be helpful, you have to give your guidance, you have to play together, encourage and motivate. Okay, now about grandparents, how you are going to do your duties towards grandparents. You have to help them in exercise, in daily chores. You have to give your assistance in any work. You can tell them stories, entertain them, like this. Now, school or college, teachers and classmates. Now you have to write your duties. First of all, let's deal with the teachers. Teachers are respectful, so you have to give respect to your teachers. You should be obedient and attentive. You have to listen to your teachers. You have to follow the directions of your teacher. Now next one is about classmates. Your duties towards your classmates. Helpful, you should be kind towards them. You have to motivate, encourage your classmates for building your confidence. Okay, now let's deal with the poet Dilip Chitre. 1938 to 2009, was a celebrated bilingual poet and translator with a remarkable work in Marathi and English. His versatile creativity extends to painting, filmmaking, and his notable contribution as a magazine columnist. He received the prestigious Sahitya Akademi Award both for poetry as well as for his well known translation work, Says Tuka, popular Abhangas, spiritual poems by Sant Tukaram. He had started translation of literary work of saints in Marathi at the age of 16. Exile, alienation, self disintegration, and death are observed to be the major themes of his works. Now, about this poem. This poem is taken from Traveling in a Cage. It draws a portrait of a suburban commuter. It depicts his dull, monotonous, exhausting, and equally pitiable daily routine. It describes a forced alienation at home, which is reflected through the stale food and lack of sharing. His children refuse to share their joys and sorrows with the hardworking father, who, as a result, is forced to retire into solitude. This very painful loneliness is a symbol of man's isolation from the materialistic man made world. Now, let's deal with the poem Father Returning Home. My father travels on the late evening train, standing among silent commuters in the yellow light. Suburbs slide past his unseeing eyes. His shirt and pants are soggy, and his black raincoat stained with mud, and his bag stuffed with books is falling apart. His eyes dimmed by age fade homeward through the humid monsoon night. See, my father travels on the late evening train. Here is the plight of daily commuter is depicted. Father of the writer, he travels daily from his home to his office and then returning by train to home again. So this is a routine. My father travels on the late evening train. So his father was returning from late evening train, standing among their silent commuters in the yellow light. So you can see this in the picture as well. So this one is a picture. People are standing. They are tired. You can see easily in the picture. Okay. Standing among silent commuters in the yellow light. So all the commuters are tired. Commuters means those who travel regularly from one place to another, typically to work. Suburbs slide past his unseeing eyes. So he was standing there. He was not paying attention towards anything. His shirt and pants are soggy, and his black raincoat stained with mud, and his bag stuffed with books is falling apart. Soggy means wet and soft. So his shirt and pants are soggy. Soggy means wet and soft, and his black raincoat stained due to rain, stained with mud, and his bag stuffed with books is falling apart. So books are there in his bag, and it was about to falling. His eyes dimmed by age. He was not able to see the things clearly because of his age. Fade homeward through the humid monsoon night. So in the humid monsoon night, he was about to return to home. Now I can see him getting off the train, like a word dropped from a long sentence, and people are getting down from the train, just like a word dropped from a long sentence, just like a person is talking continuously and the words are coming down, like that people are coming down from that train. He hurries across the length of the grey platform, and he hurriedly across the length of the grey platform. Grey platform means it is grey due to cement. It is the one explanation. Or here it means grey suggests old age, dullness, sordidness of the father's life. Okay. Now see, he hurries across the length of the grey platform. He wanted to go to the another side. Crosses the railway line, enters the lane, and he crossed the railway line and entered into the lane. His chappals are sticky with mud, but he hurries onward. His chappals are sticky due to rain. There was mud on the road, so his chappals are sticky with mud, but he still hurried onward. Home again, and finally he returned to home. Home again, I see him drinking weak tea. When he returned home, of course he returned late. Home again, I see him drinking weak tea. He was drinking weak tea because weak tea means here a tasteless tea. Eating a stale chapati, reading a book. When he returned home, he was drinking a weak tea and of course eating a stale chapati. Stale chapati means it was not a fresh chapati, and reading a book. He goes into the toilet to contemplate man's estrangement from a man-made world. See, he goes into the toilet to contemplate. Contemplate means think deeply. So he was thinking deeply in the toilet. Man's estrangement from a man-made world. Estrangement means alienation. That means he was not much loved by his children. Man's estrangement from a man-made world. Nobody loves him in the home. He was just doing his duty. So it's duty of his children as well to take care of their father. Coming out, he trembles at the sink, the cold water running over his brown hands. A few droplets cling to the graying hair on his wrists. So, coming out, he trembles at the sink. When he wanted to wash his hand, he come towards the sink. He trembles there. The cold water running over his brown hands. And while washing the hands, cold water running over his brown hands. A few droplets cling to the graying hair on his wrists. On his wrists there are graying hair. Few droplets were clinged there. His sullen children have often refused to share jokes and secrets with him. So, his sullen means bad-tempered children have often refused to share jokes and secrets with him. His children would not sharing the jokes, secrets with him. That means not talking to his, the children were not talking to him. His sullen children have often refused to share jokes and secrets with him. He will now go to sleep. And now he was going to sleep. He will now go to sleep, listening to the static on the radio, dreaming of his ancestors and grandchildren, thinking of nomads entering a subcontinent through a narrow pass. See, he was going to sleep, listening to the static on the radio. He switch on the radio and listening to the static on the radio, dreaming about ancestors and grandchildren. He was thinking of nomads Here, nomads means wandering people. He was thinking, dreaming something in his mind. Nomads entering a subcontinent through a narrow pass. In a narrow pass, nomads are about to enter in the subcontinent. That is, in the dream, he was thinking like this. So, Dilip Chitre is the poet of this poem, Father Returning Home.